Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Peter Glidden here, your steadfast advocate for health, welcoming you to another live edition of the Dr. Glidden Show. We have a robust live chat going that you can become a member of simply by going to the DrGlidden show.tv, the drgliddenshow.tv. Become a member of the worldwide live chat where there are now 104 people from all around the world talking about holistic health. It's awesome. Allie posted a question. She says, I'd like to see a graph showing when they moved the goalpost on acceptable treatment outcomes. I tried to suss that, to source that. It's very difficult to find when the American Cancer Society adopted that language. It's difficult because, you know, they don't want people to understand that this is a new thing that they've adopted in order to kind of divert attention away from their unbelievably horrible treatment outcomes. If anybody in the listening audience has access to that information, I need it. When did the American Cancer Society develop the 5-year survival methodology? Inquiring minds want to know. I'm going to read you one more question from the chat room. Johanna says, I've had multiple sclerosis for 28 years and I'm stable with the MS. I had rotator cuff surgery 2 years ago, and I'm still trying to get to my feet because of the long recovery in bed. I'm actively going to physical therapy and swimming to build the muscles to gain the strength, stand and walk. I've only been on the Mighty 90 for 6 months. What additional nutrients to rebuild muscles and to get to my feet do I need? So the recommendation here for general all-purpose, all-around nutritional support per month is one Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. One of those. It's called the Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. We need one of those. 1 bottle of plant-derived minerals. 2 bottles of ultimate selenium, and 1 bottle of ultimate digestive enzymes, per 100 pounds of body weight per month. And that's a really good foundation program for, across the board support, right? Because the body is a complex integrated system, and all of the systems of the body need the 90 essential nutrients, and this is a really excellent way to give your body, in a comprehensive, holistic manner, all 90 essential nutrients. Now, once you've got those bases covered, in this case, you would just need extra support for muscle strength, and your muscles are made from protein. Proteins are made from amino acids, so Longevity has a stacked amino acid supplement. It's called HGH Youth Complex. Recommendation 1 or 2 bottles of HGH Youth Complex a month. 1 or 2 bottles of HGH Youth Complex a month. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing 2 things here at the same time. We're filling up the body's nutritional tank with the appropriate nutritional supplements in the right recipes in the right amounts, right, appropriate for your body weight. We're filling your body's nutritional tank. While we're pouring the nutritional supplements into your body, you want to be eliminating food from your diet that punches holes in the bottom of your nutritional tank, so to speak. Because it's the fool's errand if you're pouring water into a bucket that has holes in it, right? You're always going to be playing catch-up. So, in addition to the appropriate healthy pack and the appropriate supplementation, you must, it is mandatory, not optional, you must eliminate the 10 bad foods from your diet. Just trust us. Eliminate the 10 bad foods. And if you do those 2 things concurrently, you should notice remarkable improvement every 2 to 3 months, okay? And you can get the 10 bad food list for free by going to my website, drglidden.com, and signing up for the free newsletter. It's right there on the front page. Check it out, drglidden.com. Atlanta's up next with Denise calling about cataracts. Hey, Denise, thanks for the call. You are live. Come in, Denise.
Hi, I'm Denise in Atlanta. I was calling. I've got cataracts on one of my eyes, and I needed to know what I needed to do for it.
Okay, well, I'll tell you the truth. Sometimes I've seen cataracts resolve, and sometimes I haven't seen cataracts resolve. There's really too many variables at play there. I've always seen blood sugar issues resolve, And I've always seen arthritic issues resolve. I've never not seen those conditions resolve. Cataracts, sometimes yes, sometimes no. The idea behind the formation of a cataract, as far as I'm concerned and members of the holistic community are concerned, we believe that the lens in the eye gets cloudy because of a process called oxidative damage. It's ironically the same process that makes iron turn to rust, right? Or it makes food go bad. It's oxidative damage. And oxidative damage, Denise, is everywhere all the time. It's just a function of life. However, there are things that we can do to reduce our exposure to oxidative damage and to increase the body's ability to fight oxidative damage. The body has a fire department. Most people don't know that. The body has a police department, of course. That's the immune system, and everybody's heard about the immune system, but very few people are aware of the body's fire department. It doesn't actually have a name, but the body does have a very active mechanism at play all of the time that it uses to put out the fires of inflammation caused by oxidative damage, oxidative stress. So to support the body's fire department would be a smart thing to do if you're suffering from cataracts. And the best way to do that is by supplementing your diet with selenium, the trace mineral selenium. Selenium is like the captain of the body's fire department. It goes a long way towards putting out the fires of inflammation by upregulating a nutrient in the body or biochemical in the body called glutathione. But in any event, the recommendation here is 1 bottle of Longevity's Ultimate Selenium per 50 pounds of body weight per month, not to exceed 4 bottles a month. 1 bottle of Ultimate Selenium per 50 pounds of body weight per month, and I don't want you to take more than 4 bottles a month. Now, in addition to that, it would be prudent to take the comprehensive 90 essential nutrients into your body because everything works together, and we are proponents and devotees of the holistic method because that's the way that God made the body. Everything is connected, and so even though the focus of, discomfort here or trouble here is the lens of the eye, we have to give the body everything that it needs because everything's connected, right? Everything's connected. So, in addition to the selenium, the recommendation would be 1 Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. It's called 1 Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. And 1 bottle of plant-derived minerals per 100 pounds of body weight per month. Per 100 pounds of body weight per month. Now, the last thing for you to do, once you've done those 2 things, is to secure through food, through beverage, and maybe through nutritional supplements, consumption of stuff that's high in antioxidants. Because antioxidants are like the water that the fire department uses to put out the fires of inflammation. So you need to be eating food that's high in antioxidants and drinking stuff that's high in antioxidants and taking nutritional supplements that are high in antioxidants. And antioxidants are measured by something called an ORAC score. That's ORAC. The recommendation here would be 100,000 ORAC points a day of antioxidants by hook or by crook. Now, if you want to find out how to do that in an easy way, a free way, go to freedoctorbook.com. That's easy to remember. freedoctorbook.com. And you can download the book that I wrote for free. You can have it for free. It used to be $20. I'm giving it away for free now. You can have my book for free in an electronic version, which you will download immediately to your computer. And in my book, I have a whole chapter or 2 on antioxidants and what foods are high in them and how to get them into your body, and it's free. So freedoctorbook.com, read up on antioxidants because you need 100,000 of them a day, 100,000 ORAC points a day, plus the selenium, plus the plant-derived minerals and the Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid, and elimination of the 10 bad foods. Now, from our point of view, the main culprit here in the genesis of, cataract formation is fried food and oil in a bottle. And somebody should do a statistical survey of which people in the United States get cataracts the most. And I'd bet $100 right now that it would be people who lived in the Old South, the old Confederate South, because, in the South, you folks, you eat fried food. I mean, if you could fry water, you would in the Old South. It's just such a natural part of your life. And as far as we're concerned, fried food is a big bad voodoo daddy, and that crap's going to kill you. But before it kills you, it's going to give you cataracts, it's going to give you arthritis, it's going to give you cancer, it's going to slowly whittle away at your health. So you must stop eating 10 foods, 2 of which are oil in a bottle and fried food. And again, you'll get that list for free when you download my book, freedoctorbook.com. So eliminate the 10 bad foods, Denise. 100,000 ORAC of antioxidants a day and the nutritional supplements that I outlined, and I would do that for 6 months. I would do that for 6 months before I even thought about having cataract surgery. Keep your fingers crossed and see what happens. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir, I did. It does.
Okay, Denise, I appreciate your support. Now get with the person that told you about this radio station and find out how you can get the supplements at the wholesale price. And also they will give you advice about how to take them because that's what we do. We exist as a grassroots coalition of the informed, people all around the world who've drawn a line in the sand and said, you know what, this far and no further, I'm done. You can take your drugs and shove them. I'm going with holistic medicine all of the way, and if you want to come for that ride too, hop in the bus, brother. Hop on the bus, sister. We are going to the undiscovered country of science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. Stick around. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Peter Glidden here. Check out the live video stream, the drgliddenshow.tv. Remember, if you're listening on terrestrial radio and you like what you're hearing, listen to the commercial break and give the number that your radio show promotes during the commercial breaks. Give that number a call to find out more. Let's go to New Brunswick and talk to Catherine. Hey, Catherine, thanks for the call. You are live.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Where in New Brunswick are you?
I'm in Bathurst, New Brunswick.
Oh, very nice. Has it started snowing there yet?
Thank God, no.
Any day now, though, right?
I don't say that. Give me at least till December.
All right, I'm rubbing it in. All right, I appreciate your phone call, Catherine. What's up?
Okay, my daughter, my youngest daughter, she has scoliosis. When she was younger, they said she had that, and I took her to a doctor immediately, and I didn't know anything about that at that time, and he said she'll outgrow it. Now
He actually said she'll outgrow it?
Yes.
Yeah, and she did not outgrow it, right?
And now she's older. She's 38 years old, and she says it's curving, and so I wasn't.
So you want to write a letter to the Board of Medicine in New Brunswick and say, look, I went to a doctor years ago and he told me she'd outgrow it. It's absolutely positively wrong, and I want an investigation, because if this guy's that stupid, God only knows what else he's told other patients, and he needs to be removed from medical care. He needs to be removed.
They won't do anything here. I tried to sue the hospital for myself because I went in the hospital because the doctor was insisting that I take a bone scan, and I told her nothing was wrong with me, and they did it on me, and they left me tied up, and they tied me into a contortionist and left me 45 minutes, and it has hurt me.
Unbelievable. How long ago did that happen?
That happened about 15 years ago, and I tried to sue, and the lawyer was always enthused about it. Then he says no. They said no. You have to be a vegetable first.
Yeah. So, when you have a license to kill and you're, the leader of the medical monopoly, you can do whatever the heck you want, and this is a problem. So, scoliosis, as far as we're concerned, and this is not a leap, right? This is not a gigantic intellectual leap. We need bone and joint and ligament and muscle support, because the bones, joints, ligaments, and muscles they're not functioning the way that nature and God intended them to. And virtually 100% of the time when structures like these fail in the body, it's not because of a weird genetic stress. It's simply because of nutrient deficiencies. It's no different than your car. Your car runs out of engine oil, the engine seizes. There's nothing mechanically wrong with the engine. The welds are good, the metal's good, the pistons are good. It ran out of oil, and so it seized up. Well, same thing with the body. Nutrient deficiencies, especially minerals, are at the root cause of most chronic diseases. So the recommendation here is bone, joint, ligament, and muscle support. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, based on 25 years of clinical experience, is per 100 pounds of body weight per month, do the following. And if she's 150 pounds, you want to give her a 200-pound dose. If she's 100 pounds, you give her a 150-pound dose. You always go up a little bit, okay?
Oh, you round it up. Okay.
Round it up. Yeah, okay. So per 100 pounds per month, the recommendation is 1 Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. That's a Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. One of those.
That's that.
1 bottle of plant-derived minerals. 1 plant-derived minerals. 2 bottles of selenium. In the catalog, it's called Ultimate Selenium. 2 bottles of Ultimate Selenium. And that's it. Now, on top of that, we do glucogel capsules. Glucogel capsules. And we dose the glucogel capsules at 1 capsule per 10 pounds per day. 1 capsule per 10 pounds per day. So if she's 120 pounds, she needs 12 glucogel a day. 12 times 30 is 360, right? So you'd have to figure out how many bottles to get to hit that number. Now, in addition to this, Catherine, eliminate the 10 bad foods. You can get that list for free on my website. And have her find a certified practitioner of physiodynamics, PHYSIO dynamics, physiodynamics for physical medicine on top of the medical nutrition. Thanks for the support. Stick around, folks. More to come. DrGlidden.com, that's where you want to be, folks. You want to become an insider at DrGlidden.com. It's $25 a month. Cancel at any time. And if you're an insider, you're going to have access to 2 live health webinars that we do every month. The next one tonight, 8 p.m. Central Time for 1 hour for insiders and their guests exclusively. This is not a free event. This is exclusively for insiders and their guests. 8 p.m. Central Time tonight. Become an insider now. Have access to the webinar tonight on Men's Health, 8 p.m. Central Time. Check it out. Knowledge is power. Nadru from California is back. Nadru, where have you been?
Well, let's see. Last time I looked, and last time I saw you, we were posing together at the summit. So
in Las Vegas, yeah, that was a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
1,100, I think, 1,100, 1,200 people there.
Yeah, and listen, I just want to say, it's been a real uplifting for me as far as helping people, getting the people the truth, and those who want to hear the truth and those who want to be better. That's the kind of people we're looking for.
Yeah, I know, and it is, and I can't. We don't talk. We get bogged down in the details, and we kind of don't talk enough about the real draw that there is here in this type of work. It's helping people. I mean, because if you do this correctly, you can actually save somebody's life. I mean, you can actually do that. It's not figuratively. You can literally do that. And even if you never actually save somebody's life, which I would be startled if that never happened, you're going to help so many people just to increase the quality of their life that it is an extremely rewarding thing to do. There's nothing better than helping somebody eliminate needless, useless suffering. it's an awesome thing to do, and that's why, longevity is growing as quickly as it is, and it's really a great group of people to hang out with.
Yeah, and we're going to actually spread it so big out here in Southern California, especially in the better part of Los Angeles, But anyway, I have two questions here. I actually called yesterday, and you weren't there. So one was for my husband. He actually has he's an athlete, and he's no pain, no gain, no pain, no gain kind of guy.
Yeah, right.
But he actually he's taking everything. What he's done now is that he's pulled there's the ligament near his calf, right there at the calf, going up to not quite the knee. A lot of pain. And
yeah, same thing happened to my fiance 3 days ago at Jazzercise. Same thing happened. Same thing. Uh-huh. She's out of pain. It took like 36 hours, and the pain's gone. So I'll tell you exactly what to do.
Okay.
CM cream liberally to the area of the pain. CM cream liberally to the area of the pain. And when he's at home hanging out watching TV, ice for 10 minutes on, 20 minutes off. 10 minutes on, 20 minutes off. 10 minutes on, 20 minutes off.
Okay.
He shouldn't need to do that for more than a day. But he wants to apply the CM cream liberally every 3 hours for the next 3 days, whether he feels pain or not. CM cream every 3 hours for the next 3 days while he's awake, whether he feels pain or not. He needs to take 2 extra ounces of the liquid calcium a day, 2 extra ounces of the liquid calcium a day, and the glucogel capsules appropriate for body weight. Glucogel capsules appropriate for body weight.
Okay. And then I have a lady.
Whoa! I'm not done. There's one more thing. It's the secret homeopathic sauce here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's homeopathic Ruta graveolens. That's R like Robert, U, T like Thomas, A like Apple, Ruta. Second word, graveolens. G like Gottfried, R, A, V like Victor, E like Edward, O, L like Larry, E like Edward, N like Nancy, S like Sam. Graveolens. Get it in the 200C or the 1M strength, please. 200C or the 1M strength. And take 3 pellets 3 times a day for 3 days orally. 3 pellets 3 times a day orally. If he does those 3 things, then he should get on the other side of this rapidly.
Is this an oil?
No, this is a little homeopathic medicine. Now, in the health food store, in the vitamin section, you'll be able to find there's a little plastic shelf with homeopathic medicines, and the homeopathic medicines are dispensed in small tubes. I'm holding one up here to the audience on the live stream. It's a small tube. There's about 100 little white medicated pellets inside it. It costs about between $5 and $10 depending on where you get it. And take 3 pellets orally 3 times a day for 3 days. Homeopathy is awesome. I'm going to do an entire webinar on homeopathy to bring people up to speed with it. Before I started practicing medical nutrition with Dr. Wallach, I dabbled with medical nutrition, but honestly, everybody who hasn't mentored with Dr. Wallach is dabbling with medical nutrition, because Dr. Wallach's medical nutrition is the real deal. And unless you're doing it with him, you're not really doing it. You're just kind of doing you're playing for the seconds or the third string, not the first string. So, but before I started doing medical nutrition with Doc, I was a classical homeopath. I used homeopathic medicine as my main intervention for 15 years. And homeopathy is awesome. It's tricky, but it's awesome. And the properly prescribed homeopathic medicine for an acute illness can go a long, long way towards remarkably speeding up the recovery time. But the trick with homeopathy is you have to hit the bullseye with the treatment. If the rutagraviolens is not the right homeopathic remedy here, nothing's going to happen. Nothing bad will happen, but nothing good will happen either. If it is the correct homeopathic remedy, he'll have a remarkable turnaround in a relatively short amount of time.
Wow. Thank you. Now, I have a lady, she's got sciatic nerve.
Yeah, so the first thing to consider about the sciatic nerve is, right, it's a big honkin' fat nerve. It's one of the biggest nerves in the body. It's either the first or the second biggest nerve in the body. And it goes from the spinal cord, from your pelvis, through your butt muscles, down your leg, and it feeds your leg. It's the main nerve that makes everything in below your waist work. And of course, you've got two of them, one in each leg. But one of the main causes of sciatica is as the sciatic muscle leaves the spinal cord in your pelvic area, it goes right through the middle of a couple of your butt muscles. It's pancaked between 2 or 3 butt muscles. And if those butt muscles are contracted, constricted, spasmed out, even just a little bit, then it's going to press on the sciatic nerve and it's going to cause sciatic pain. Another cause of sciatic pain is degenerative disc disease in the low back. It's either one of the two. It's either degenerative disc disease in the low back or chronic muscle spasticity in the butt. And for muscle spasticity, we give extra magnesium, right, extra calcium and magnesium. So the recommendation would be on top of the Healthy Pack, the Healthy Start Pack 2.0 liquid, right, the Healthy Start Pack 2.0 liquid. On top of that, we give 1 bottle of Cal Toddy a month, 1 bottle of Cal Toddy a month. And if the discs are in play, then we use glucogel appropriate to speed. And I'm recommending, don't know if you know this, but you probably do, but in addition to the Healthy Pack, right, everybody gets 1 bottle of plant minerals per month, 1 bottle of plant minerals per 100 pounds of body weight per month. That's pretty important. All right, and whenever you're up against something with muscle spasticity, like it's a muscle cramp, like bad menstrual cramps, or your eyelids are twitching, or you've got sciatica or something related with calf muscle cramping at night in bed, you lean on the Cal Toddy, rather than the Beyond Osteo Effects. Or in a perfect world, you can just mix the two. Just mix the two. So that's how we do that. It should be relatively easy to get on the other side of that, no kidding. And also, here's a little clinical pearl. Often people with sciatica will experience remarkable relief by taking a hot bath in Epsom salts. A hot bath in Epsom salts. Put 2 pounds, not 1 pound, 2 pounds of Epsom salts in 1 bathtub of hot water and soak in that for 15, 20 minutes. Drink your Beyond Tangy Tangerine with plant minerals while you're in the bathtub sweating, right? Because Epsom salt is magnesium sulfate. And it's magnesium, and the magnesium absorbs through your skin and will help to relax the muscles. And that's actually one kind of, down and dirty, semi-diagnostic determinant of whether the sciatica is a muscle cramping problem or it's a degenerative disc problem. Because if you do the hot Epsom salts bath and there's no change whatsoever in the sciatica, then it's a disc problem. But if it does get better, temporarily, then it's the muscle thing, and that's how we roll. Okay.
Thank you so much. See you at convention.
All right. Yeah, Nadru, right? Yeah, looking forward to it.
Okay. You have a good day.
Keep up the good work, Nadru. You are a lifesaver to everybody in Southern California. And this is how it is, folks. This is the bitter truth. This is the bitter end. This is the reality that people don't talk about in polite circles. We don't have a free medical market here, not only in the United States. We don't have a free medical market in Canada. We don't have a free medical market in the European Union. We do not have a free medical market in Europe, Australia, or New Zealand. We don't. The medical market has been dominated for the last 100 years by the pharmaceutical industry and the MDs. And while we have let them monopolize the marketplace, while we have allowed them to kick out the naturopaths and the homeopaths and the herbalists, the acupuncturists, the traditional Chinese medical doctors, the Ayurvedic medical doctors, the oldest system of medicine on the planet, Ayurveda, while we have let them say no to everybody else and maintain the king's chair for 100 years, chronic disease has escalated. Alzheimer's has skyrocketed. Autism has skyrocketed. Type 2 diabetes skyrocketed. Fibromyalgia skyrocketing. Everybody is sick all of the time. And why is everybody sick all of the time? Because the MDs are the wrong dog for the hunt. The MDs do not know how to help you maintain your health. They know how to manage your disease. And they do that very well at a nice profit. But they are not trained in healthcare. They are trained in disease management. We need healthcare. This is what we need in the world. And this is why people like Nadru in Southern California are so vitally important. Because the MDs have dropped the ball. There's only one Dr. Glidden, there's only one Dr. Wallach, but guess what? There are millions of motivated people in the world with a social conscience. Millions of people who put other people other than themselves first. Millions of people who think about the health and welfare of other people in their lives and who are willing to stand up to ridicule in the town square and say, you know what? I know a doctor who says you don't have to suffer with this. How about you come and listen to this radio program? How about you watch this webinar? I bet it's going to change your life. 8 o'clock tonight, folks, Central Time. Men's Health for Dr. Glidden Insiders and their guests. Exclusively, let's go and talk to Tom in Illinois. Hey, Tom, thanks for the call. What's up?
Hey, Doctor, I've got actually two questions. The first one, both of them relate to the 10 deadly foods or no foods.
Yeah.
What do you think of red palm oil?
Oh, I think it'll kill you slowly. So here's the deal, man.
Okay.
Any oil that's in a bottle, you know, oil has intrinsic value. There's intrinsic value. For instance, essential fatty acids, omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids are essential for health. Your body needs them, but there are better and worse ways to import them into your body, right? From our point of view, any oil in a bottle will oxidize because you've got the oil that's in the bottle and you've got air that's also in the bottle, and the more of the oil you pour out, the more air is in the bottle. So it's only a matter of time until the oil oxidizes, and if you heat or cook with any oil, it oxidizes in about 10 minutes. And when you consume anything that's oxidized, you're increasing free radical damage to the body, and this is why we don't recommend any oil unless it's, vacuum packed in a nitrogenated bottle, and every time you use the oil, you suck out the air and stick it in the freezer in order to knock down the oxidative process. Nobody's going to do that, so it's much better from our point of view as far as the cost-benefit ratio, right? There are more costs to it than there are benefits. And if you're taking the EFAs as part of your nutritional program that we recommend, then all of your oil needs are met, and there's absolutely no reason to put those into your body.
Okay. Now, what would you suggest to be used as a salad dressing?
Well, that's a great question, man. We get this all the time, and it's a really good question because, right, I mean, we don't want people to be on rice and water and, no alcohol for the rest of their life. I mean, where's the fun in that? So right, there are workarounds. For once you've eliminated the 10 bad foods, there are workarounds for adding stuff into your diet that actually tastes good and that, is fun to eat. So as far as the salad dressing thing goes, there's a couple things that you can do. You can get the ultimate EFAs by Longevity. Ultimate EFAs. Or, I'm sorry, it's called multi-EFAs. Multi-EFAs by Longevity. It's plant oils. There's no fish oil in there. It's all plant oils. And you can pierce one of the gel caps with a pin, and you can squeeze that oil onto your salad and then put vinegar or whatever else you want, salt and pepper, cayenne pepper to make it taste good. You can use lemon juice, vinegar, any type of vinegar we're okay with. And interestingly enough, there are oil-free salad dressings that are popping up in health food stores now, which was an amazing thing for me I couldn't even conceptualize that, but guess what? Some of the more progressive health food stores or Whole Foods or places like that actually have oil-free salad dressings, and so you go into that, go there and see what you can find. And when you find one that tastes great, call us on the radio and talk about it.
Hey, fine, Doctor, and thank you very much for your radio show.
Tom, you're the greatest, man. I appreciate you, especially given the fact that you are listening from Illinois. Illinois, the great state of Illinois, fined yours truly $5,000 because I use the word doctor on my website. And if that doesn't just ruffle your feathers, I don't know what will. I'm a licensed naturopathic physician in the great city of Seattle. I'm able to prescribe drugs, perform minor surgery, deliver babies, call myself a physician legally, order any diagnostic test I want, work in hospitals, and it's all covered by insurance. But in the great state of Illinois, the only person that can refer to themselves as a doctor is someone with an MD after their name. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is now to take your health back. I am the red pill. Pop out of the matrix. Just say no to ineffective, Machiavellian, ridiculous, mediocre MD treatments delivered to you for a profit. And educate yourself about the unseen, untold benefits of science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. I remain your steadfast advocate for health. See you tonight, 8 o'clock Central Time, Worldwide Health Seminar, Men's Health. Until we meet in person, live long and prosper.